After Ranchi, I was on my way to Varanasi. It's a very old and sacred city for Hindus. There are quite a lot of things, but mostly the journey is spiritual. But I had my share of local cuisines when I can and met a few people on the way.
I just reached Banaras. It's almost 9 o'clock. I've not found my hotel. They have not given me a call yet. I do believe I have a puncture in one of my tires. Lucky me. And there are a lot of crazy people here. So, in summary, I'm a bit lost. I hope I get there soon. And before that, I need to find a shop where I can repair the puncture or do the stepney myself tomorrow. Whatever works. As per Google Map, I'm just 15 kilometers away from the hotel. The puncture doesn't seem to be a big one, so it's leaking very slowly. Other than that, it was a very interesting day. Met my ancestors today. Or let me rephrase that. I'm tired. Sorry. I met my ancestral home, met blood relatives whom I have never seen or they have never seen. Bit emotional that way. Went to Bodh Gaya, saw history in front of me. The tree under which Sujata gave the payasam to Buddha, or the old 2000-year-old temple where the brick of the tree is still there, where Buddha actually started his journey. This center of Buddhism, if you may say, right here in India. Along with that, saw a few historical artifacts like Samrat Ashoka preserved certain places in name of Sujata, in name of Buddha. Saw a lot of different Thai temples, Buddhist temples, that is grown over the years. And then drove all the way to Banaras after all of that. A very eventful day. I just hope it ends with a good note and I find a hotel soon. Because I'm tired, I'm hungry. I have little patience and not a good sign to drive any longer. Alright, I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.
So I did find an auto next day and I booked it for the whole 12 to 13 hours. Did cost me around 1500 bucks. So not a lot considering how far he had to travel. What you're seeing here is an entrance from the fort towards the river. Now, it might sound or it might look a little scary at the beginning, but don't worry, go into it. It's quite safe. You have cameras inside, it's well protected. You have patrols and CRPF personnel on all sides. You will really enjoy the view at the end of it. It's very difficult to find a space to take good pictures or videos of this place, but it's such a serene spot. You must visit this. I would highly recommend. On the other side of this, you will have the Banaras Fort. It's quite old and you would see some cracks, or if you're in one of those days where is a school expedition is going on, you might see a lot of kids running around. But be patient, you will get a good picture of this. Now, while you are standing on this place, remember the city is 2000 years or more old. One of the famous depiction of the city are originally kept in the Hindu scripture. And if you are a follower of Hindu mythology, you know there are 12 Jyotirlings, a true representation of God Shiva, the destroyer, in the entire world. Banaras or Kasi are two different sides of the same river. It's just the name that changes when you cross the river. Now in Kashi, you have a Vishwanath temple, which is considered one of the Jyotirling's home. That means Lord Shiva himself is staying in Banaras and Kashi as per the Hindu mythology. It's quite interesting when you read through this and quite fascinating when you are visiting. In Banaras, you can get a number of boat rides. You can decide to join a steamer or a launch, which will have around 50 people on board, or you can book a private one for just your family or even for yourself. Now, I decided to go on a group one, but you can find all sort of different boats, and that's what you are seeing on the Ganges at this point. Now, after visiting the fort, immediately I went to an authentic place called Pahalwan Lassi in Banaras. It's one of the famous places in terms of food and beverages, especially beverages. Pahalwan Lassi has many different branches. Some are fake, some are okay, some are the old ones. Now, you wanna go to the Pahalwan Lassi, the original shop. Ask around, the locals know it, and it's quite an amazing place. And the lassi tasted awesome. Definitely would recommend to try it. And thank you, Vikas, for recommending. No, there are 99 ghats in Banaras, and you can visit them all. You can take your time and go through the city. For me, that was not a choice because I was on a timetable. And I decided to go and book a boat ride. Now, it cost me around 350 rupees per ticket. Some boats do charge you 500, and there are 50 other people with whom you are taking that ride. So, if you are not comfortable with it, you can pay somewhere around 3000 to 4000 rupees and get a private boat for your entire family. Oh, you see a lot of boats moving to the right. That's where the famous Banaras Aarti is gonna take place. So you know where this video is heading to. I will show you in a minute where exactly the Aarti takes place and how does it look. But before that, have fun with the next few clips. The journey through the river is quite an entertaining and exciting one, especially if you're going to see the Aarti in the evening. Now, you'd see a lot of people, especially local kids, flying kite from the boat. Do not try that at home or on the river. It's quite an entertaining one to watch. And you'd see a lot of different kind of boats on the river at that point. Some of them are big one, like this one, which is approved by the government of India recently. Cost you a little bit more. I think it's 1500 rupees per person. Now, actually, the Aarti. What you are watching here is all the ghats of Varanasi. You have officially 84 ghats, and there are ceremonial ghats and some are for baths. Manikarnika and Harishchandra ghats are the two ceremonial ghats for end of life rituals. It is said that those whose end of life rituals are performed in these two ghats go directly to the heavens. Now, that's a myth or that's a truth is something depends on your belief system. Now, over the 18th century, I think a lot of Maratha patronage was influenced these ghats in Kashi. There are Maharajas of Banaras, the Scindias, the Holkars, the Bhosles, the Vishwas. They are all linked to one of these ghats or many, and some are associated with private owners who have created this. The ghat is a Hindi term. It's actually a Sanskrit term. It comes from a simple meaning of embankment or landing place. Now, in terms of the Eastern Ghats and the Western Ghats, there are quite a few in Varanasi, but predominantly the Western ones are the one that we are talking about. Now, there are a few others worth mentioning. Dashashwamedh Ghat is something where we saw the Aarti. It's one of the famous one. You also have Ashi Ghat and Adi Keshava Ghat close to the Kashi Vishwanath. Now, there are other places. There are a lot of different spiritual places in Banaras. But for now, just enjoy the ride back to the location where you can get dropped off from the boat.